All this month, we're celebrating women and their accomplishments. Last week, we got to know more about Justice of the Peace, Janice Sons. Tonight, it's all about a former Wichita Falls mayor whose name is synonymous with the city she's called home for so many years. Nicholas Qualley joins us now with more on this.
Celebrating Women, brought to you by Texoma Community Credit Union and Vitro Architectural Glass.
She's grown up in, led, and championed the city of Wichita Falls. She continues to be a strong advocate for Sheppard Air Force Base, as well as the city, from Austin to Washington. Our second woman we celebrate, former Wichita Falls mayor and chair of the Sheppard Military Affairs Committee, Kay Yeager.
I just have always felt like I need to be involved in the community.
Those thoughts began to enter into Kay Yeager's mind when she was still a young girl, growing up in her hometown of Wichita Falls, graduating from Ben Franklin and Old High. But after graduating high school, Yeager says she didn't exactly have her career goals down to a science, at least right away.
I knew I wanted to go to college. Didn't have a clue what I would major in. Ended up majoring in chemistry. I have never used it, but anyway, it's good to do that kind of thing.
After graduating from college, Yeager got married and moved to Colorado. Several years later, she moved back to Wichita Falls.
More opportunity. And we've been here ever since.
One of those opportunities, running for the office of the mayor.
I felt like it would be interesting, challenging, and so I decided to run.
Yeager won and served as Wichita Falls mayor from May 1996 to May 2000. But in the 2000 election and following a recount, Yeager would be defeated by former Wisconsin native and who many considered a dark horse candidate, Jerry Luke.
Jim Verzano was city manager, so I'll just quote something he always said, that, you know, there's going to be some Saturday in May one time when everybody's gone to the lake and something like this would happen. It was probably one of the biggest disappointments of my life that I lost. And yet, you have to pick up and keep moving forward.
Before losing the election, Yeager helped guide the city through one of the biggest projects the city had seen for years, the construction of the MPEC. While Yeager knows its construction wasn't without controversy, considering some residents were forced to move, she says she and so many others worked hard on the project.
We didn't want people who lived there, who would lose their homes, to be unhappy with where they went.
One person now keeping a watchful eye on the future of the MPEC is current Mayor Steven Santayana. Though it has and still faces criticism, Santayana believes Yeager's vision of the facility proved beneficial for the city and remains an asset.
We want to do her right and we want to do the citizens right with that facility.
Santayana explains being in charge, you can't please everybody. The mayor says some of the best advice he got regarding being mayor was from Yeager.
Best piece of advice I ever got from her is grow that thick skin. Oh, and push your plate away at all these banquets. You can't eat at every banquet you go to or you'll gain about 50 pounds.
Now, among other roles, Yeager serves as chair of the Sheppard Military Affairs Committee, helping make sure Sheppard gets all the support it can. One of her colleagues, another former Wichita Falls mayor and now president of SMAC, says Yeager has always had the best interests of her hometown in mind.
That's what she's been about all her life, is doing what's best for the community, and then in her involvement with the Air Force, doing what's best for the Air Force, just a stalwart in the community.
A community, Yeager says, she'll always believe in.
This is home, and has been for a long time now, and will be.
Though she spends a lot of time here, she's also involved with projects outside of town, one of those being chair of the nonprofit committee supporting Yellowstone National Park.